Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. Those are the three core values of the United States Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last 8 weeks, I've had the opportunity and the pleasure and the honor to serve with a group of about 17 people who reflect those values on a daily basis. They've been criticized. The work product that we've produced has been criticized and lied about, twisted, but we've held fast. One of the previous speakers suggested that we were going after military funds. Well, let me tell you something about those military funds. Those military funds have been sitting there and supposed to have been going out to veterans' homes, not just with this administration, but prior administrations. That money has not gone out, it has been put into savings accounts instead. Now, for me, a retired Air Force veteran who's got a son in the Air Force going into harm's way on a daily basis, I have a problem with that assessment that was made. My son just made national news on down there in Houston because he had to go out and buy a baby harness that ended up helped save 2 infants along with the rest of a 9-person family out of an apartment building. I know what it is to make sure that our 911 operators, our emergency responders have their money. And the kind of slanderous things that have been poked at us over this thing are just that, slander. And anybody that wants to take us on, they better have their facts, because I know we have ours. In fact, all of these people who have been up here and criticizing and saying that this money doesn't exist, where were you when we were sitting down there over the last 8 weeks? Because I haven't seen a single one of you. You have not been there to pick up the information. You have not been there searching. We have. And I've got a serious problem with criticizing when you don't have the guts to come in and try and solve it on your own, or at least team up and do it. I stumbled onto this group because I happened to be in here on a Wednesday, the Wednesday following the big blow-up. And I'll tell you what, I am so glad I came in and had the opportunity to be a part of this. Because what we uncovered is misfeasance, malfeasance, and I'm sure we're going to end up finding fraud. Let me tell you something. Just in fund number 1, the general fund, forget about the 213 special funds, 218 special funds, children and youth, money that had not been driven out for our children and youth in the counties. $64 million is still sitting there from 2012, 13, and 14. Oh, wait a minute. No. There's more. In 2000, on the SAP system, this treasurer system, it shows how the money from the 2012 and 2014 line items were correctly transferred from one year to the next onto the 16-17. But you know, when you look at the 2013 line item, there's $6,300,000 missing. The governor's office has not been responsive to any of our inquiries. Money's missing. It's unaccounted for. It's unreported. Commitments. We can't get a response for a commitment. It's high time we started subpoenaing them. The reason we're not getting them, I am very certain, is because they don't exist. The ones that do exist, we've been able to try and track down most of them. Well, let's put it this way. We're comfortable with the ones that we've tracked down. We are at the last minute. I didn't vote for this budget, but I came in with people who voted for it and voted against it because we realized we have a problem. If you didn't show up, you have no business criticizing our work product. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.